Visitors to the beaches of Punta Cana are treated to a Caribbean island paradise. Here, the developing country of the Dominican Republic presents its prettiest face to the world. More than 3 million tourists from around the globe flock here every year. Most stay at all-inclusive resorts, which consume vast amounts of energy. They also release more than 800,000 tons of CO2 into the atmosphere each year, as much as is generated during 1,000 flights from Germany to Punta Cana. For years, the Grupo Punta Cana has been trying to combat this kind of environmentally damaging mass tourism. Founded in 1969, the tourism group operates 3 hotels, 8 restaurants and 4 golf courses in Punta Cana. Since 2012, it also runs a biogas plant. The plant's boss says that up to 20 tons of organic waste are incinerated here every day.
We checked out various technologies and conducted studies before deciding to build this plant. The biggest advantage is being able to produce our own biomass. That way, we're not reliant on others, like those who determine fuel prices.
The concept is very simple. The Grupo Punta Cana's gardens, trees and plants produce a large amount of organic waste. After drying in the Caribbean sun, they make the perfect fuel for the biomass boiler. And it generates enough heat and steam to operate the hotel laundry. Here, employees sort, wash and dry the bedding and towels for 6,000 hotel rooms. The competition can even benefit from this cheap and environmentally friendly service. At the group's hotels, they try to keep garbage to a minimum. In the kitchen, food waste from the breakfast buffet is clearly separated. Organic waste on the left, plastic and paper on the right. It might not seem like much, but waste separation and recycling were virtually unknown here until recently. Benjamin Hulefeld is a political scientist from the US. But when he came here 4 years ago, he became a passionate environmentalist. Hulefeld works for the company's ecological foundation. He's developed a method to compost food waste from the hotel kitchen.
This is the California red wiggler worm. They compost dead organic material. This is exactly their food source. And so for us, this is great because the kitchens, we don't really do much with the organic waste. The worms compost the material, and by just digesting it naturally, then they produce this high quality, natural organic fertilizer that we're able to use.
They use the fertilizer on the golf courses. In a test phase, it quickly penetrates the roots of the turf-like grass called paspalum. The organic fertilizer's nutrients help keep the greens green. In the capital, Santo Domingo, a 3-hour drive away, such environmental protection schemes are sorely lacking. It's a concrete jungle with chronic traffic jams. And 85% of the country's economy is reliant on fossil fuels, mainly coal and oil. So, with the help of German development aid, the government of the Dominican Republic formed its own climate council. It's devised a national climate plan.
We are one of the few Caribbean and Latin American countries to have such a development plan. We hope to significantly improve our carbon footprint every 5 years, with the goal of reducing emissions 25% by 2030.
That's a pretty ambitious goal, as the country's CO2 emissions have been rising for years. So the government is pinning its hopes on a project that has its origins on the streets. The combination of Caribbean sun and torrential rain is hard on the roads. As a result, the streets of Santo Domingo are full of potholes, causing drivers here to go through lots of tires. The gomeros, local tire dealers, can be found on almost every corner in Santo Domingo. Reynaldo Lara tries to repair damaged rims and tires as best he can.
Every time a car drives over a pothole, The tires get damaged, and up to 70% of the tires on the road are used because few people can afford new ones.
But when the tires are damaged beyond repair, Rinaldo stores them in his courtyard. Every few days, people pull up in their old trucks and collect them. They later sell them to the cement industry for about 12 cents apiece. Cemex is the Dominican Republic's largest cement maker. Every day, several truckloads of old tires are delivered to its plant. Their high petroleum content makes the tires a good source of fuel.
The tires are a waste product that if you do not use, they will live in the streets, plagues will grow up, and the tires take about 1,000 years to disintegrate. So each time we use a tire, we are reducing our primary fuel consumption, meaning that it's going to be less emission, less CO2, and more environmental friendly.
Close to 80 tires can be burnt per hour in the largely enclosed incinerator, which releases only a small amount of pollutants. But overall, the project does little to change the company's carbon footprint. The firm's main energy source is still coal, making the cement factory one of the country's largest emitters of CO2. Still, there's no shortage of creative ideas here. The Dominican Republic is trying to reinvent itself as a pioneer of environmental protection in the Caribbean. It wants to be seen as a country with white sandy beaches and green credentials.